What makes you happy? Delicious food? Concerts? Hanging out with friends? Money? Well, consider this. Psychologists have figured out the one thing that is most powerful for making you happy, and that's practicing gratitude. That's right. No special equipment needed, no magic needed, and you could practice gratitude anytime. And the truth is, all you have to do is choose. That's right. You make plenty of choices every day. And unfortunately, we often focus on the problems and what's not going right. And then that just leads us to make even poorer choices and adding stress to our life. Like drinking to forget about things, or taking it out on somebody else, and possibly hurting a friendship. Meanwhile, if we could only just choose to look for the good in life, we'd discover that we have a lot to be thankful for. And this simple little act is like taking a mini vacation, because it restores your spirit. It energizes you. And get this, the more you do this, choose this, the better you get at it. Well, we can tell you more, but why don't we just cut to the chase? Research that my colleagues and I have been working on has pinpointed the 3 basic steps that you need to learn gratitude. And it's so easy, we could even teach children to do it. Keep watching to learn more. So we gathered a sample of volunteers to be subjects in an experiment in a classroom on a college campus. And we decided to put to the test our experiment with children to see if teenagers and young adults in college would be happier too if they practiced gratitude. Specifically, we were curious what they would say about significant people in their lives who had done something special to change their lives for the better. Specifically, we asked the experimental group to close their eyes and take a moment to think about a person in their life who has done something important to benefit them and change their lives for the better, and we asked them to write down the name of this person and acknowledge 3 things about them. To start, tell me your name.
Joyce Washington.
My name is Evelyn Santiago.
Ashley Rosas.
Jocelyn Vasquez.
Simon Gomez.
Tell me a goal and a major challenge in your life.
A challenge is probably when I had cancer.
Our goal right now is to get into NYU 2 years from college.
A goal I have in my life is to become a pediatric nurse.
A goal that I want is to become a psychologist for children.
My goal would be to go to UCLA.
And a challenge, the same thing, to get into NYU.
And a goal is to get my master's in social work and family therapy.
And the challenge is to just keep up with my grades and to actually get there.
And the struggle I might have with that is just maintaining a good GPA and grades to be able to get into a good college for that unit.
My challenge would probably be the mission getting there.
Next, I'd like you to close your eyes and take a moment to reflect on the following. Think about someone in your life who has done something important or significant for you that has changed you for the better. Have you identified the person? Great. Next, I'd like you to take about 5 minutes to write a heartfelt letter acknowledging that person. And in that letter, I want you to describe 3 things in detail. Now, a lot of the subjects thought that the experiment was over at this point, until we put them on the spot and tried to persuade them to call the person and actually share what they just wrote down.
Okay, so that's great. I see you wrote your letter. And how would you feel about calling that person and sharing what you wrote?
Nervous.
I don't know.
You know.
Emotional.
You wrote your letter, and I know you said you wrote it to your cousin, and she's no longer with us.
I think she might cry.
You think she might cry? Do you think you might cry?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, how would you feel about calling her and reading it now? Could you do that?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. I would like to ask you how you would feel if you would read that letter to her. Because, you know, wherever she is, she can still hear you. Would you share that letter with her and with us?
Hey, Mom.
Dear Annie, because I never her nickname was, she brought so much to my life. She was such a great inspiration to me. She always smiled in front of everyone, so I wouldn't know that what she was really dealing with. She would always try to spend time with me, even though she was tired and not feeling well every single day. What she valued to me was that she was an inspiration. She was so much more than a cousin. She was like the sister I never had. She will always live on in my heart. I couldn't be any more grateful to her and the inspiration she left on me to continue and try your best every day.
Hi, Professor Davis. This is Joyce. I'm taking part of this research study about people we are grateful for that they have done in our lives.
Okay, so it says, Dear Mom, I want to acknowledge you for taking your time and energy to help me become the beautiful, strong person I am. Without you, I would never have learned what it's like to be strong and independent. You have taught me that it's okay to cry, but as soon as I'm done, never to cry for the same reason again.
Hello.
Hey, Susie.
Hi.
So the letter I wrote to you says, Mom, I'm thankful for everything you have done for me. I know I'm not perfect. We may have our ups and our downs at times, but you were always there for me when I needed you.
And how I'm grateful. And they told me to choose a person, so I chose you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I just want you to know that I really appreciate you, that when I was in your class at the beginning of this semester, fall, that when I was having trouble and struggling in your class, and you encouraged me to do that.
And through it all, you have never left me. You have been there to hold my hand and wipe the tears from my face. And I am forever grateful for you. Because without you, I would be nothing.
My sister Susie, I'd say, would be a person who has helped me along and made myself a better person. She has taken time to talk to me and told me how I've been acting.
And I did do it, and I also want to thank you for letting me know after I passed your class that I did very well and I did good, and to keep going and keep pushing myself. So I just wanted to let you know that, and thank you.
I know you love me, and I'm thankful for all the time you've given me. I'm thankful for everything you've done for me. I truly mean it. I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything.
To do better, I need to be better. She has sent me to a leadership program to get an idea of college and how to make myself stand out from others.
Were you listening?
I'm really sorry. You have me excited.
That was the point.
Thank you.
No,
You know I
thank
love
you.
more than anything.
My sister is my lifesaver. She is, in littlest terms, she is my hero.
So, how was that?
Very emotional. That's my mom. That's been the person I run to for everything.
And how did you feel being able to say those things?
Words can never express who she is for me. She is the biggest part of me. Like I said, she's my rock. And I made some pretty stupid mistakes. And she's never left my side. So for that, I am eternally grateful.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Of course.
Relationship is hard because I can't say it to her face like other people can. I can't give her a hug, but I know she's listening, and I know spiritually she would be giving me a hug and a really big kiss.
Well, that's great. And do you feel happier, relieved? Describe how you feel inside.
It's so hard to deal with the loss of a family. So reading that really takes a toll on you. Like, you think about it, and then you hear like other people and they're able to say their inspiration, and they're able to go up to them and give them a hug and a kiss. But I can't. And that's hard, but that doesn't make me love her like she's not here any less. So I know she'll always live on in my heart.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
How did you feel saying those things to her?
I feel good.
Yeah? Are those things you would normally say?
No.
No. So, do you think it made you feel better?
A little bit, yeah.
Before we let our subjects go, we asked them some questions again about common challenges, their mood, and well-being, and here's what we found. For subjects in the control condition who just wrote 3 things about a current challenge, this is how they fared on the questions before and after the task. For subjects in the experimental condition, those who wrote down 3 things but weren't able to reach the person by phone at the moment, we saw increases of the following. On the other hand, subjects who wrote down 3 things but were able to reach the person by phone, we saw increases like this. That means if you're having a particularly tough time or a challenging day, practicing gratitude will have the greatest impact on you. So there you have it. You choose to acknowledge the good in your life by considering and expressing 3 simple things. By considering these 3 things, not only will you be happier and at your best, but you'll also give killer thank yous. Trust me, I'm in a white lab coat. But seriously, we're bringing these 3 simple steps to connecting with the important people in your life to schools across the country. And we're hoping that gratitude can help bring out the best in students so that they can make a difference in the world. Won't you join us at the Youth Gratitude Project